Hello, everyone, and welcome to What the Fun English, the podcast where learning English is easy and fun.
I'm Jack.
And I'm Emma.
And this is What the Fun English.
Today's episode is part of our Jobs series. We are looking closely at different jobs many people do. Mm-hmm. And today we're talking about what it's like to work as a waiter or waitress. It's often one of the busiest jobs you can find.
That's true.
And very social, too. You meet lots of people practicing English all the time.
Exactly. It's a really popular job. Lots of people do it, maybe if they're new to a city or maybe while they're studying. And the main job, the core job, it's simple, really. A waiter or a waitress serves food and drinks.
Right.
They work in a place like a restaurant. Mm-hmm. Or maybe a cafe.
Okay, let's start with the basics then. Mm-hmm. The key people and places. We need this vocabulary first, you know. So if the person serving is a man, we call him a waiter.
A waiter?
And if the person is a woman, she's called a waitress.
Waiter for a man, waitress for a woman.
Sure.
Got it. And who are they serving?
Good question. The people who come to the restaurant to eat. They are the customers.
Customers. Okay, so the customers come in and they sit down at a table.
Yes, the table. So we can make some simple sentences already, like, I work as a waiter.
Or, the customer sits at the table. Simple. Okay, what about the things they use? The tools for the job.
Right, the tools. Well, when the customer sits at the table, the waiter or waitress usually gives them the menu.
The menu, that's the list, isn't it?
Exactly. The list of all of the food and drinks you can buy in the restaurant.
So the customer looks at the menu, chooses their food, and then they give their order.
Yes, the order. That's what the customer wants to eat and drink. The waiter writes down the order. Carefully.
Very carefully. And when the food is ready from the kitchen?
It comes out on a plate. Food usually comes on a plate.
Okay, a plate. And drinks?
Drinks like water or juice, they usually come in a glass.
A glass. Got it. So, plate for food, glass for drinks. What if they have lots of things to carry? Like many plates and glasses?
Good point. Sometimes they have 3, maybe 4 plates. To carry lots of items safely, they often use a tray.
A tray, that flat thing they balance.
Yes, that's the one. A flat item, usually round or square, it helps carry many things at once.
Using a tray looks like it needs practice. Good balance.
It really does. Takes a bit of skill.
One more word about how they look. Often, restaurant staff wear special clothes, right?
Yes, that's called a uniform. Most restaurants have a uniform for their waiters and waitresses.
A uniform, so special clothes for the job. Makes everyone look professional.
That's right. So let's quickly recap the main actions. The waiter takes the orders.
Okay.
And then they serve the food and drinks. They bring the food on a plate or drinks in a glass, using a tray maybe, to the customer at the table.
So a simple sentence could be, I take orders and serve food.
Perfect.
All right, let's move on to part 2. What does a typical day, or maybe a shift, look like for a waiter? A shift means the block of time they work.
Okay, the daily routine.
When a waiter starts their shift, the first thing is often getting the place ready. Preparing tables.
Preparing tables? What does that mean exactly?
Well, it means checking the dining area, making sure it's clean, that each table has everything it needs, like salt, pepper, napkins, before the customers arrive.
Okay. So preparation is important before the restaurant even opens.
Definitely. Then the first customer walks in. What happens next?
The interaction begins. The waiter's job starts with welcoming customers. A big smile, a friendly hello.
A warm welcome?
Yes. Then they usually show the customer to a table. And, importantly, they give the customer the menu.
Give them the menu so the customer can decide what to order. They need a little time for that.
Right. Let them look at the menu. Then, after a few minutes,
the waiter comes back. This is a big step. They take the order. They need to listen really carefully. What does the customer want?
Listening is key. And they also often need to answer questions about the menu.
Oh, right. Like what?
Maybe a customer asks, is this dish spicy? Or what vegetables are in the soup? Things like that.
So they need to know the menu well. It's not just carrying plates.
No, definitely not. It takes concentration. And you mentioned this, it requires good memory.
Yes, good memory is so important. You might have 5, 6, 10 different tables. Remembering all those orders.
And the special requests, like no cheese or dressing on the side.
Exactly. Those little details matter.
Right.
So good memory, attention to detail. Then the kitchen makes the food.
And the waiter serves the food and drinks, puts them down carefully on the table.
But it doesn't stop there, does it?
No. After serving, a good waiter will check on the customer. They come back after a few minutes and ask something like, is everything okay with your meal?
That shows good service. Making sure the customer is happy.
Exactly, good service.
And this all happens quite fast sometimes.
Oh, yes. The work is often really fast-paced and very busy.
Especially during certain times.
Yes, especially during lunch hours and dinner hours. That busy period is sometimes called the rush. The restaurant is full. Everyone wants their food quickly. It's a rush.
The lunch rush, the dinner rush.
Yeah.
I see. Okay, so the customer eats, enjoys the meal, hopefully. What happens at the end?
Right, the end of the meal. 2 main things. Money and cleaning up.
Okay, money first.
And the waiter brings the bill. The bill is the piece of paper showing the total price. Everything the customer ordered and how much it costs.
The bill. Okay, then the customer pays. And after they leave?
After they leave, the waiter needs to clear the table. That means taking away all the dirty plates, glasses, napkins, getting the table ready for the next customer.
Clearing tables, it's a cycle, isn't it? Prepare, welcome, order, serve, check, bill, clear, and repeat.
So we've covered the routine. Let's talk a bit more about the skills needed. We mentioned good memory, especially during that busy rush. What else?
Well, communication is huge. You need really good communication.
Why is that?
You're talking to so many different people, the customers, of course, but also the chefs in the kitchen, your colleagues, the other waiters. Clear communication helps everything run smoothly.
That makes sense. Talking clearly, listening carefully. And what about attitude?
Politeness. You absolutely need to be polite. Always smiling, always helpful.
Even when it's super busy and maybe a bit stressful.
Especially then. Staying calm and polite is part of the job. It makes the customer feel welcome.
Right. So, good communication, being polite, it sounds like a job for someone who likes people.
Oh, definitely.
Yeah.
If you enjoy meeting new people, it's fantastic. You meet all sorts of new people every single day from different places, different backgrounds.
So you could say something like, my job is busy, but I enjoy it.
Or, I like meeting new people, so being a waiter is good for me.
Okay. Let's talk about money now. That's always important. How do waiters get paid?
Usually they earn money per hour. It's called an hourly wage.
An hourly wage. Okay. Do you know roughly how much?
It varies a lot, of course. But, for example, in the UK or Ireland, it might be around, say, £10 to £13 per hour. But this can change depending on the city, the restaurant, your age.
Okay. And you said earlier it's a popular job for people studying.
Yes, or for people learning English. It's great because you earn money, but you also get so much practice speaking English with native speakers, with the customers. Real life practice.
That's a really good point. Okay, back to the money at the end of the meal. You mentioned the bill.
Yes, the bill. That's what we usually call it in the UK, the paper with the total price.
Is it called something different elsewhere?
In the US, they often call it the check. The check. But it means exactly the same thing, the total amount you need to pay.
Bill in the UK, check in the US. Good to know. But sometimes there's extra money.
Ah, yes. The tip. Let's talk about the tip.
What is a tip?
A tip is extra money. Money the customers choose to give to the waiter or waitress. It's not usually part of the bill.
Why do they give extra money?
It's usually a way to say thank you for good service. If the waiter was friendly, helpful, efficient, the customer might leave a tip.
So good service can mean more money.
Exactly. This is quite cultural, though. In some countries, like the U.S., tipping is very common and expected. In other places, maybe less so, but those tips can add up and really increase the waiter's total earnings.
Interesting. So good service pays off. Literally, it sounds like a job with quite a lot of responsibility, but also, like you said, a great way to practice skills.
Definitely.
And just a quick reminder for everyone listening, don't forget to subscribe to What the Fun English.
Yes, please subscribe and maybe share this episode with your friends who are learning English too. Okay, let's quickly review 5 of the most important words we talked about today. Yeah. Really useful words for work in a restaurant.
Good idea. 5 keywords.
Number 1, order. Remember, that's what the customer chooses to eat or drink.
Order. Got it.
Number 2, menu. The list of all the food and drinks available.
A menu.
Number 3, tip. That extra money customers might give for good service.
Okay. Right.
Number 4, uniform. The special clothes waiters and waitresses often wear for work.
Uniform.
And number 5, table. The place where the customer sits down to eat their meal.
Table. Great review. Order, menu, tip, uniform, table. Well, that was a really detailed look into being a waiter or a waitress. It's definitely an active job, very social, fast-paced. Needs good organization and, as we said, good memory.
It really does.
So we have one final question for you, our listeners. Think about it. If you needed a job, or maybe if you were focusing on learning English, would you like to work in a restaurant as a waiter or waitress?
Interesting question to think about.
Thanks for listening to What the Fun English.
Keep practicing your English, and we'll see you next time.
Bye, everyone.